Okay, hello students. Hope you all are doing good with your health and studying regularly at your home. Today I'm up with the next video for your computer application based on the chapter iteration. Okay, clear? Now today we'll be discussing basically the syntax. Okay, the syntax. You know what syntax mean? The grammar. Okay, the grammar for the three kinds of loop. Okay, iteration we have discussed. Okay, the types of loop, yes or no, we have discussed different kinds of loop in the chapter iteration. The two type, the broad categories that were your entry control, exit control. In the last video itself we have discussed. Now today we'll be discussing the three ways of writing loop. We know I told you we can write loops either with your first one is for loop, or we can use is your while loop, or we will be using is your do while loop. Okay, so these three loops will be learning the syntax. Clear? Further in this video. Okay, the three loops, for loop, while loop and do while loop, the syntax will be learning today. Okay, first we start with the for loop. So this is basically the syntax for your for loop. Okay, the syntax for your for loop is first initialization, then condition, increment, decrement, or statement. Okay, the increment decrement portion is also called as the step value. Okay, like how the loop will increase or decrease. The value of the loop will increase or decrease will be based on that increment decrement statement, that is also called as the step value. Okay, now we'll take an example to understand. We have done this one in the example which we have done before. Just to show an example here how we write it down. So this is an example showing that how we make a for loop. Okay, understood? I have explained this example in the chapter when we started iteration. The first example which I made was using for loop. The same example I've written. This is a loop which is increasing it is in an increasing form. If you see, the loop is going in increasing form since we have I plus plus here. Okay, so it is in increasing form. Clear? So this is an increasing loop. We can also have a decreasing loop. Okay, how it is, how we write it down. So the next one is a decreasing loop. Okay, both the places if we relate it, the first step is called the initialization. Okay, the first step is called the initialization, the second step is called the condition, the third steps are your increment in the first example and decrement in the second example, and the fourth step is always the bracket. Inside the bracket we have your statement. Clear? Understood? In the last videos I have explained you how it works. The first example. Okay, the output which we'll having is, you know what will be the output? So the output will be 1 2 3 4 5 in case of your first example. I told you, explained before also how it works. Like first the I value starting from 1, it will go till 5. Okay, because the condition is telling I value should be less than equals to 5 and the I value increasing by 1. So I plus plus, so it will keep on increasing by the value of 1. So first I value is 1, next I value will be I plus 1 again. It is I plus plus means, you know what is I plus plus means? I equals to I plus 1. Yes or no? So the loop will keep on increasing by the value of 1. So my loop will be, first value of I will be 1, next will be 2, 3, 4, 5. All these values will be printed as the statement is saying system.out.print I, the value of I is printing. Okay, so the values of I are 1 2 3 4 5. Once the value of I changes to 6, the loop will stop, as you know in the first example when we started with the chapter iteration. Okay, now if you see in the second example, what will be the output? So if you check in the second example, the value of I is starting from 5. Since the initialization step I is written as I equals to 5. Initialization means what? What is the value of I set at the starting? So value of I at the starting is what? I equals to 5. So the value of the starting of the value of I is 5. It will go till what? It will go till 1. Since the loop is saying I's value should be greater than equals to 1 till the value of I is greater than equals to 1, the loop will run. Till the value of I is greater than equals to 1, the value of the loop will be running. Once the value is becoming is not greater than equals to 1, then the loop will stop. First value of I is 5. 5 is greater than 1. Yes, this will be printed. I value 5 will be printed. Yes or no? Next, I minus minus means it means what? This statement we know, since I plus plus means I equals to I plus 1, so I minus minus will be I equals to I minus 1. Okay, it means the value of I will keep on decreasing by 1 as this statement is encountered. Okay, so first value of I is 5. 5 is greater than 1. Printing of I, 5 is printed. Next value of I will be how much? Since minus 1, it will be 4. 4 is greater than 1. Yes, true. 4 will be printed. Next, 3 is the I value. 3 is greater than 1. Yes, 3 will be printed. Next is 2. 2 is greater than 1. 2 will be printed. 1 now. Next value of I is 1. 1 is greater than 1. No, but 1 is equal to 1. Still the value, this condition is true. So, printing of the value of I, that is 1, will be printed. Okay. Now, next value of I will be 0. 0 is greater than 1. Think properly. 0 is greater than 1. No. 0 is not equal to 1. No, the condition becomes false. So this condition will change into false. So once the condition is false, the loop will stop. So my printing of values are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is how the syntax and the example of for loop is seen. Okay, understood clearly, properly? Understood or not? So this is what is the syntax of for loop. First we have initialization, then condition, then increment and decrement, and then statements. Okay, clear all of you? Next we'll see the syntax for while loop. Okay, now so the syntax for your while loop is, first step we have initialization, clear? Then we have condition, then statement, then increment, decrement. Okay, this is how a while loop syntax looks like. Okay, same way, like if I start that, if I want to print values from 1 to 5, what will my initialize step in for loop? The same we'll be writing here. Okay, so the first step is initialize model, right? If I take an example to solve it, what will my example now? So first initialization we have is int I equals to 1. The value of I am starting from 1. While condition now. Okay, so while, what is my condition? My value of I should be how much? Till 6. So I should be running till the value of I reaches to 6. Okay, and then statement. What is my statement? What do I need to do? I need to print the values of I. So what I write? System.out.println I. Okay, we can change it in the last question also. Make it ln. Okay. So here we have printing the values of I, and since the value of I is increasing, so it is I plus plus. So same for loop which we have made. Now a little change, and we have made a while loop. Okay, this is also is in a increasing loop. Okay, because the output what we have got is in an increasing order. Clear? So first step, what is the initialization here now in the example? Int I equals to 1 is the initialization step. I less than equal to 6 is a condition. System.out.println I is a statement, and I plus plus here is the increment. Clear? Understood? The statements, see, listen, I have written here S. It means, it doesn't mean only one statement can be there. Like here my one statement I have is system.out.println I. We can have more than one statement also. Clear? Understood? So this is an example of your while loop. Clear all of you? And the syntax of it. Okay, so whether you take a for loop or a while loop, they work on the same basis. First the condition is checked, then the statement gets executed. First of all, the condition is checked, then the statement gets executed. Hence both of them were your entry control loops. Okay, whether it be while loop or your for loop. Understood? Clear? The next will be saying your, we have done already while loop. Now next will be saying your do while loop. Okay, Okay, before we go into that, we can also write the same example using your in a decreasing order. If you want to write in decreasing or in a decreasing loop, how will you make using while loop? So let's take an example now. We like the same example which we have done in for loop. We want to print values from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This form I want to print the values. So for this, what you will do, the initialization step will be what? Int I will be equals to 5, and while we'll write what? While I is greater than equals to 1, that is for the condition. Till the value of I is greater than 1 or equal to 1, the loop will run. Clear? And the statement was what? System.order println I. Okay, and then after it is decreasing by 1 1, so I minus minus. Clear? Understood? So this second example which I have given you. Second example is your while loop in your decreasing order. Understood? Clear? So it is a decreasing loop. So these are the example and the syntax of your while loop. I think it is clear with this video. Okay, next we'll be discussing about the syntax for your do while loop. Clear? See you in the next video.